Tenor drummers. So we just looked at the 9-lit in the Bluecoats Scene 1 music. And just a few measures later, in measures 39 and 40, they throw a triplet into septuplet at us. So you can see in this septuplet, they have it written as 7/4. So that means there are going to be 7/8 notes where there would normally be 4/8 notes. Of course, 4/8 notes is over 2 counts, so our septuplet is over 2 counts. So I was never really taught how to interpret septuplets. It's just kind of something I had to figure out. But I did do a septuplet video a couple of years ago where I told you to pick a 7-syllable word and then play a note for each syllable. And that had mixed results for us. But let's go ahead and try it again. So the halfway point is going to be in between the 4th and the 5th note. So it's in between that 2nd left and the 3rd right note. So I don't know, that might be a little too much to think about when you're playing these. So instead, you could just try to keep a steady rhythm and then analyze where your release is compared to the metronome. If you're releasing early, then you're going too fast. If your release is late compared to the metronome, then you're going too slow. And then just make adjustments as needed until it lines up perfectly. So now let's go ahead and try the 2 counts of triplets into the septuplet with the release on the left. Oh, that was early, so too fast on the septuplet. Still a tiny bit too early. So you can hear that's a tricky one to get, especially at 90 beats per minute. It's really slow, so there's a lot of room for error. When it's at a slightly faster tempo, it might be even a little easier, but it's best to get these metric modulations locked in at nice slow tempos where there's a lot of space that you have to navigate, and then once you speed up the metronome, it'll be a lot easier. All right, so finishing out measure 40, we just go back into triplets, but it's not full triplets. You have a couple rests in there. So we have triplet, triplet, 1. Triplet, triplet, 1. So let's go ahead and add that on to the triplets, septuplet, and then those last 2 counts. All right, so this is another tricky one. So take it nice and slow. Be your own worst critic. Don't move on and speed up the metronome until you have this perfectly locked in consistently, rep after rep. Okay, this is one where you just have to build the muscle memory to get it. So I'm going to do one more video on this Bluecoats music because a couple measures later, they go from a 9-lit to 16 notes to a septuplet to triplets, each over 2 counts. So you get 9, 8, 7, 6. So that'll be a lot of fun, but we'll save that one for the next video. All right, Tenor drummers.